Hello, welcome back. I'm Mark Brown and this is our Instagram masterclass, and in this video we're going to show you how to get your first 10,000 followers on Instagram. So it's harder than ever before to get new followers on Instagram, but following our techniques, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. So first, let's look at the psychology of Instagram. And this may be something that you've not really thought about before, but let's think about your own personal Instagram. If you're posting one great photo every now and again and you're thinking, why am I not getting traction? Why am I not getting followers? Why am I not getting followers?
I subscribe to this channel.
What I want you to do now is take a look back through your Instagram feed and look at your other photos. Now think of the psychology here. If you're putting up one good photo, and then the next photo is a photo of you getting drunk, a photo of your pizza, a photo of your cat, if someone clicks on the photo which is really cool about your singing or your photography, and then they come across to your feed and your profile, and they see these other pictures of pizzas, cats, and other things that you're putting up, are they going to follow you? Probably not. It's not a great look, and it shows that you're probably, even though you've done that one great photo, you're probably not going to do this kind of style on a regular basis. So it's time to clean up your Instagram and clean up your Instagram act. So the first thing I want you to do is go to your Instagram feed and look at your photos. First, delete any photo which makes you look bad, your niche bad, or any terrible photos you've got of pizzas, of cats, of things that people who are looking for your niche would be interested in. So go through and delete them first of all. Next, what I want you to do is have a think about your exact niche. So if you're a singer watching this, then your photos should really be photos of you singing, recording, videos that you're putting out, or you focusing on your album art or something like that. So go through and have a look, keep those photos, delete the rest. So the next top tip is to curate and think about your feed. Now there's some apps you can get like Later which help you organize and position your feed, but what I want you to have a look at today is look at your feed and first of all think about the colors that you're using or the looks that you're using for your photos. What works great is when people use color tones in images. So let's say you focus on the color orange. When you start putting photos together, they should either have an orange kind of look to them, or you focus on orange things within the photos. And then when someone comes to your profile, it kind of looks dead professional. It looks really interesting, and people are more likely to follow you based on that if you've got a great feed. And a little tip I would recommend is think about your first 6 to 9 images. How do they look? Because remember, when someone clicks your profile, this is going to be the first thing they see. And if that looks bad, you're probably not going to get a follow. The next thing I want you to clean up is your biography. Have a real think about what your biography says about you. Does it make people want to click and follow you? Does it make people want to find out more? For example, if you're a car photographer and at the moment it just says, John Smith, I like drinking at the weekend, is anyone going to follow you? Not really. Make it appealing. Say, John Smith, car photographer, awesome car photographer in the UK, follow me for the latest car images. Works much better. If you're a singer, if it just says Jessie Smith, 24, London, it doesn't give too much away. So if you're a singer, put Jessie Smith, R&B singer-songwriter. Follow me for free songs and exclusive content, and people are much more likely to follow you. And make sure to include a link to your website or other social platforms if you have any. Our next top tip to gain more followers is to make sure you use your Instagram stories. Instagram stories is a great way of showing your behind the scenes footage or just what you do on a daily basis, but it's important to make sure you still think of this as a high quality thing that you need to do. If you follow someone like Jessie Driftwood, you'll see they do this to like a whole nother level. Jessie's Instagram stories are absolutely kind of unique and they're shot perfectly, they're edited perfectly. Now, of course, you may not be able to do what Jessie does, but have a look through some of our Instagram stories, have a look at some of the people that you follow and see what they're doing to get a bit of inspiration. Remember, it's called stories because you should be telling a story about yourself. Don't just post a boomerang. It's been around for years. It's getting dull. Think about how you can tell a story, and trust me, that will get you more followers. And as well, once you're inside stories, it's important to use hashtag and geolocation tags. So if you haven't seen our previous video on how to use hashtags, make sure you click the link above or below this video to see that. But basically, hashtags are a great way of categorizing your stories, and they can be found when people search for that hashtag, and they can actually find your story as well as your main feed images. Geolocation tags are great if you're, say, a small business, or if you're performing, if you're a singer and you're performing in a certain area or a certain city. So if you go on to, say, the geolocation of Manchester, you'll see all of the stories that people in Manchester have posted today, and you can be jumping into that story feed of Manchester or the city or location that you're in, and that's a great top tip to gain more followers. Now, once you've been posting some great stories for a few days, you'll want to make sure you're using your highlights feature. This is within your profile, and remember, everyone who comes to see your profile will see your highlights. So, for example, if you're a car photographer, you could use these highlights to focus on particular Instagram stories that you've made about alloy wheels or BMWs or Mercedes or whatever it is that you photograph. If you're a singer, you could categorize the kind of songs that you make. So you could have a covers highlight or original material highlight or behind the scenes footage highlight. And that gives, again, someone another reason to give you that follow. So the next top tip is, once you've cleaned up your Instagram feed, you've been posting some great stories, it's to keep it going. Keep posting regularly, as this will really help you gain more followers. And remember, you can actually use your analytics to see what times of day or what times in the week are the best times to post. And if you're using a hashtag in your new stories or Instagram feeds, remember to give them some time. We started using the hashtag Editor's Keys hashtag, and obviously to begin with, there was no one using it and no one posting images. And just after a few months, we've now got over 1,000 user-generated images within that hashtag. So post regularly and you'll get new followers and you'll reap the rewards as well on Instagram. And finally, make sure you get involved in the community. If you've watched our previous videos, you know that's our #1 top tip for actually gaining more followers. If you just post and walk away, you're not really getting involved in the community at all. So by you being involved in the community, your name, your profile will pop up much more regularly, and people are much more likely to be interested and find out what you do. They're going to come to your new clean profile and they're going to hit that follow button. So our next tip here is to make sure you check who you're following and who's following you. Your post will only be seen by about 20% of your Instagram followers. So let's say you're the car photographer and you're getting people follow you who are not really interested in cars, then you're not going to get any likes, you're not going to get any comments on your feed. You really want to start following people who are into cars, because they will come back and follow you, and also the people who are following you also need to be in your niche. It will sort of generate more likes, more comments, and that will really help your following. And this tip is for you professionals out there. If you're new to Instagram, this may not apply to you yet, but if you're a professional photographer, say a wedding photographer, or a professional singer looking to get more gigs from your Instagram game, then you could use Instagram ads. Now, I'm not going to go over this too much in this video, so make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell, and then you can see when that Instagram ads video goes live. But basically, Instagram ads are a great way to target more followers with your images based on the niche that you're in. So I hope these Instagram tips have really helped you, and I hope they really help explode your Instagram growth. If you've got any Instagram tips or there's anything that's worked well for you, leave a comment below. We get back to every single comment. Make sure you follow our channel for more Instagram tips, as this is part of the wider Instagram masterclass from Editor's Keys. We'll see you in the next video.